I am here with Arlene Blencowe. Bellator 294. You're fighting Sara McMann. Big fight for you. Featured battle on the card. Featured battle on the card. How are you feeling about this fight?
Oh, excited. It's been almost 12 months since my last fight, so I'm just happy to finally have an opponent and be back in camp and getting ready for a fight. This is what I do. Like I'm a fighter, so excited to have a new person to fight. Like Sarah's coming over from the UFC, so this is the first fight with Bellator, and I'm excited that I'm the person that she gets to face. And you're right, there's a lot on the line with this fight. Obviously me winning this fight throws me straight back into title contention. Obviously there's a debate at the moment where no one knows really what Cris is doing, if she's staying with the promotion or not. So it just keeps me in the mix, and that's right where I want to be. So fighting, winning, and fighting for that belt and winning that too.
So, what did you think of your last fight with Cyborg? You had the illegal knee, of course, and the big cut, but you did have moments of success. So, at the end, what did you think of your performance at the
end? You're right. There was that first round definitely started very shaky. That's for sure. So if anything, the illegal knee was a bit of a blessing in disguise, because it was a reset moment, and I was able to sort of, gather my thoughts and pretty much slap myself across the head and be like, wake up. So, there was definitely moments. I dug deep in the fight. I left it all in there, but I'm definitely not going to pat myself on the back for going the distance with someone. It's not, I don't fight just to go the distance, but I will give myself credit. Like, Cris is a very dominant, strong opponent, and, being one of two people to ever go the distance over the 5 rounds with her is, commendable, but it's not something I'm going to put on my resume.
Right. So you did go the distance with her. So what can you take from that experience, going 5 rounds with the world champion, going forward in your career, going into a fight like this with Sara McMann? What can you take from that?
More so the things that I probably want to have done better in the fight. I don't fight just to sort of be in there and last around. So probably build on the success that I did have during that fight, but then also fix the things that I should have done better. But 5 rounds with the most dominant champion that in amongst all the promotions is something that I did take a lot from. Standing in front of her, the confidence that I had, even God, I don't even know where that in the last round, pointing to the ground and wanting to stand toe to toe, that's not me. I'm not a even summoning the crowd to get behind us and stuff like that. It just I'm not that sort of person. So I definitely, I guess, I rose to the occasion, and the energy from the crowd and the energy from the moment lifted me. So I just want to go out there and kind of build on that confidence and just really belonging in the cage, and hopefully finally sort of showcase the best version of me when I fight Sara.
Yeah, so like you said, you fight Sara McMann next. So how do you think you match up with her? What do you think of her as an opponent? Like you said, this is her first fight at featherweight. What do you think of that all ultimately?
Yeah, I don't think, obviously she's probably going to like not having to cut weight fight week. That's always a bonus. To be fair, it's one of the reasons, I'm a 145, but I could definitely be a 135er. I don't do big weight cuts, but so I guess it's an extra stress that she can fuel her body through fight camp a little bit more than, say, she normally wouldn't at bantamweight. So, but I don't think that there's it's old school wrestler versus striker. It's going to be a case of who can defend each other's strength and then let off their strength. So, there's no secret that I'm going to want to strike. That's what I do. I say at every fight camp that I want to wrestle and I want to be on the ground and showcase this and that. But at the end of the day, I'm going to throw hands. That's what I do. So, and it's going to be no secret. She's going to want to come in and take me down. Of course she is. you work to your strengths. So, but in saying that too, she's evolved over the years, and I feel like she's able to put her striking together into her wrestling. So yeah, it's going to be an entertaining fight. And as I said in like another interview, like I think it's going to be a very high level technical fight by two veterans of the sport.
So, as you said, she's going to be trying to take you down, but you are an amazing striker. So, how are you going to be able to impose your will on the feet? You know, be you, but while also trying to defend those takedowns.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing we've been working on this fight camp. It's just, fight your fight. Like, I'm not going to stand there and be like, tunnel vision, like stressing out about this shot. Like, the shot will come. I know it'll come, but yeah, I defend it. Just the same thing as if I was fighting a striker. I know the punch is going to come. Then you you spend so long in fight camp training that you build your reactions. Like, so I don't have to be thinking about anything. I just flow and let my body go. And my sports psychologist will be very happy to hear that. I'm in the moment. I know, like, it's when you overthink things and complicate things. That's, usually when bad things in the fight will happen. So I just want to flow, do my thing, go out there and have some fun, because at the end of the day, I choose to do this sport and I love it, and I'm just, not putting that pressure on myself.
So with a win on Saturday, do you feel like you deserve the next title shot? I know Cyborg, there's not really, we don't really know what's going on with her, but do you feel like with a big win on Saturday that you should be next in line?
I'm not going to jump up and down. I'm someone that's had 3 shots at that title now, so I can very much respect that Bellator probably want to put on a different match. Like, obviously Cat and Cyborg is a fight that everyone wants to see. I want to see it. So yeah, I'm not going to jump up and down. I didn't even jump up and down for the last one. That second title shot with Cris just came unannounced, obviously, because the negotiations between Cris and Cat sort of fell through, and obviously Cris had to defend a title, so then I was. So yeah, for me, I'm just going to focus on my fight with Sara, win, keep my ranking, keep up there in the conversations, and whatever happens. So I definitely want to be still in the conversation for a title shot, but it'll come when it's meant to come.
So with that being said, there's people in the top that you haven't been able to fight yet. Is there anyone that stands out that you may want to lock up with next?
I'm not going to call anyone out, but I mean, there's girls I haven't fought in the top of the division. So I mean, I'm just down to fight. This is, at the end of the day, I want to fight anyone, and it's clear. Like, I mean, I've stepped in and I stood in front of Cyborg and I was ready to throw down, and I did throw down. So I've got no fear on who I like face. So I just know I want to stay active. So obviously there's Kat, there's Leah, but obviously there's still talk about the title shot with Cris. So I don't care who it is. I mean, even new people to the division that are getting signed too, which is always risky. Giving up your ranking and fighting an unranked fighter, but at the end of the day, all I want to do is fight. So whoever gets offered to me, I sign that dotted line, and that's it. That's how it's been.
All right, so final one for you. What's your final prediction?
Well, ideally, I'd like to put my hands on her and finish it pretty quick, but realistically, like, I'm preparing myself for 15 minutes of hard work. She's a wrestler. Wrestlers are hard workers. Any wrestler in the gym, they're the hardest workers. So, and she's a mum. We have like a different grit inside of ourselves. So yeah, I'm expecting 15 minutes of hard work and me having to work hard to get my hand raised. So there's an ideal scenario, and then maybe probably what's really going to happen. But we'll see on the night. And obviously it just depends on sort of what presents itself too. What style of fight. Like, all I hope is for the Hawaiian fans and everyone watching back at home that it's an exciting fight. I think that's the only thing that I'm just hoping, that it's stylistically an exciting fight, that there's not too many sort of moments where nothing's happening.
All right, Bellator 294 versus Sara McMann. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Will.
No problem.